You can poison anyone nowadays.
Hello everyone, welcome back to What You Thinking, Hun, the sometimes monthly show where a guest asks me, what you thinking, hun? Today I have some special guests, actually. To my far left, James Welsh. And even further left, Robert Welsh. Thanks for coming along today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely not a problem. I thought, who should I get on? That might bring something different to the show. And
We're
then,
happy to.
that person cancelled, which was going to be good. It was going to be a really good show, actually.
Okay, so...
Anyway, so something I've been thinking about is that me and James invented TikTok.
Sorry.
This is going to be surprising to you because
Wait, are we just going straight into the subject?
no,
Wait a minute. Is this the whole episode?
It's completely different. Me and James invented TikTok in what is probably the year 2000.
What?
Not quite the app, but the way of doing a TikTok. We did it.
Okay.
So we used to film a lot of things on an old camera.
Yeah.
And sometimes Robert was quite
Video
angry. And would just be
I was
in his
angry
room
all the time.
Yeah. So there'd be a lot of time where we'd be doing something, and then Robert would just storm off, shut his door, and then like you'd
Listen to
hear-
Little Kim.
Yeah, it'd be like
Claire. That's not Little
love
Kim.
that song.
Fat Shanks and Bigfoot.
Yeah, you love them
love
too.
that CD.
I love
Yeah.
that CD.
Yeah.
Someone copied it recently, and it was shit.
Oh, it's terrible.
Just
Doing
that
singing.
recently.
really
Yeah.
bad, yeah. So you were in your room doing that.
Okay.
Me and James still had the camera out. So we were just in the kitchen, and we did a blind date, which was the UK dating program.
Yeah,
I don't know
kind of
what-
like Love is Blind, but with a ginger woman.
Right, I've never. We had a camera and we have it handheld, and I'd be like, "It's us, Sarah from Liverpool."
Is that the
And then it'd turn it round, and then James would be like, "I like books and reading," and
Like my
then it would come back
hobbies.
to me, and it was a TikTok.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to put it
How
out
was it a TikTok?
because
I feel, yeah. I feel
firstly,
like you
your
might be
voice,
trying to get money from TikTok, clutching a bit.
your voice hadn't broken at the time,
Right.
And
I
I
don't
look
know if
like
it
I've
has
got
yet.
every disease under the sun in this video, so we're not going to put it out for you. You just have to imagine what it looked like.
Okay.
So
So how
do we go about
How do
getting
we go about?
rights?
I think the main kind of difficulty in this whole situation would be that it's nothing like TikTok. The only
Interesting.
thing being is that you filmed yourself.
Right. Well, you're not a lawyer, first of all, for one.
I don't know.
For once.
I don't know.
And secondly, I've never seen anyone do a TikTok before TikTok was invented.
Okay, but what makes that a
What,
TikTok?
was it a short comedy sketch?
Yes.
Or was
A
it...
short comedy sketch.
I feel like people was doing that.
Were we filming it
So-
vertically?
You can't really do that on a 90s video camera.
So here's the thing. I would love to say that we
Yeah,
invented
no,
TikTok.
absolutely,
I would
I
love
get it.
that,
I
but
do
I
get
just
it.
don't think we did.
No, it's just a thought I had, and I
No,
don't
I-
agree with it
Okay.
either. Yeah.
So
You had someone else say it.
So-
Yeah.
So maybe let's not talk about that. But did you know? So this is actually really exciting for everyone, especially I think me. It's National Vitamin C Day today.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, probably, but...
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
is
but
it?
also when this goes out, probably 2 months
Probably
ago.
2 months
Yeah.
ago.
What are you doing for National Vitamin C Day?
Overdosing on vitamin C everywhere,
Yellow.
internally on my face. Yeah.
Have you ever had one of the vitamin C fizzies?
Yes.
That you put in water, but just put it on your tongue?
No, because
sounds
that sounds like torture. Actually,
Yeah, I've not done it either, but
That sounds like it'll go dry and you'll choke on it.
yeah, like having cinnamon.
Vitamin C is a
kidney
funny
stone
thing.
maker.
Yeah. Vitamin C is in oranges. That's all I know.
That's a funny thing you've said.
Do you know people can, your skin can go orange if you have too much vitamin C
Why orange?
internally in patches?
Isn't that not just from carrots?
Yes, I think that's what I'm thinking of actually.
So you mean consuming orange vitamin C?
Keratin, that's carrots.
Carrots.
Maybe we don't.
No, I don't think it's keratin either.
Do you know?
Carry on speaking for a second.
Do you know if you would bleed internally, you can get orange stains in your skin?
One thing I don't know anything about is like the human body. So when you're
Yeah,
saying,
same.
I don't even know what vitamin C is. Really.
It's
an
vitamins,
antioxidant.
But
it's
what's the process?
the letter C.
What's the process within the body?
You take it goes in, and then sometimes you get yellow wee,
And it
from
goes.
So we're all the same at the minute.
At the minute.
Everyone's the same.
We're all the same at the minute. We don't know anything about
we're
the
all just
subject.
Yeah, no,
I know about
don't think about
skincare, but I don't know how it
vitamin C.
interacts with your body.
I know it smells like copper.
Yeah.
And you can't overdose on it either because you'll just
Oh, can you
out
not?
it as a byproduct of.
Remember, we used to have vitamin
Waste.
tablets all the time. Like, Mum really made us have vitamin tablets.
There were
Jelly
jelly,
ones.
the jelly baby ones, which I guess are like equivalent to like Flintstones gummies.
Well, do you remember we had when we
had
did
them
live in
in
America?
America.
But we had the chalky ones. I remember the taste of them. They were horrible.
Yeah, oh,
They were the worst.
disgusting.
They were awful.
Honestly, all that choice and you choose chalky vitamins. You know what
I
I mean?
do think, like, did we trust Mum too much? Because she could have slipped us anything.
She could have slipped us anything.
and we would have taken it because that's
Well, I-
Sleeping pills.
Even the chalky ones, like that's breaking my trust quite a lot. Actually.
like why
The
put
feel
someone
of them.
through that?
Yeah, we would be sitting down. She's just gonna give us a handful of vitamins,
Pills.
and be like, "I'll take this. I'll snort this."
Yeah, we'd have a Viennetta.
She with a little
What's
baggie.
it called? Alaskan roll? No, what's it called?
Arctic roll.
Arctic roll. And then vitamins.
Vitamins.
Frozen Bond surprise, or whatever it was.
Nice.
Cherry Bondolite. What was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, what was that frozen dessert we were talking about in the first episode?
Gatto.
Gatto.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
Yeah, that's it.
cherry bomb. No, what did you say?
Cherry Bond surprise.
I don't know.
Frozen Bond surprise.
We used to love that.
You can poison anyone nowadays.
What's the best way to do it? Would you say?
If I was off the record, if I was to poison somebody, it would be gradually and slowly over time.
Well, this is how women get away with murder, or
What
you don't hear a
record?
lot of like women serial killers. Yeah, it's all recorded. It's because they don't murder out of like instant anger.
more
Yeah.
calculated,
It's more calculated and planned.
more planned through, more
So,
thought
yeah.
over.
lacking
Yeah.
testosterone.
I saw this. So we're talking about men. I saw this. About men on vitamin C month. I saw this like it's like this alpha male cam.
Oh, yeah.
But every single clip of it, it's not like nice, like and you know what? Sometimes it's nice to scream in a field surrounded by
Yeah,
other
they
people.
do.
But it was so aggressive, and they were all like pushing on each other. You know, when it shows you different clips, they were all just pushing on each other and screaming.
Hang on,
How do you mean
alpha male
pushing?
camp,
Yes, you go to learn how to be an alpha male.
and is this somewhere like people send their kids?
No, it's for grown men. It's for grown incels who like to pretend to be alpha males.
I saw a nice one where they all cried in the woods together.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That, your feelings.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's nice to scream, but not every activity has to be a test of your strength.
Yeah,
We don't have
Physical strength.
feelings in alpha male camp. You have
No.
to leave them
you
at
have
the door.
white shirts, chinos,
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, a wallet that also has a knife in it for some reason,
And something to defrost your car with.
yeah.
You can join us on our alpha male retreat. The link is below, and we will whip you into a alpha shape.
Day one, pushing,
Day one,
Day
push
two.
against each other.
sewing whilst pushing,
And screaming.
screaming.
And we're sewing animal skins together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Day 3, show each other your feet and don't care about them.
Day
Very-
4, kissing each other,
But in a manly
screaming
way.
into
Yeah.
them. Screaming
Next
into each
day.
Screaming to each other's mouths.
And next day, bullying gay people because you kissed at someone. So it's going to be a good
It's gonna
one.
be a good one. Join us in the field in Cornwall.
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 Marcus,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt.
No, sure.
I think this is our first time on the show, and I've noticed you're, I don't know, maybe thinking something.
Yeah,
carrying
you
a lot of
are
baggage.
acting
Carrying a
more this way
burden.
than this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking, hun?
Well, that's a very good question.
Yes.
I can't stop thinking about large things.
No.
Don't, Mark, don't, he's scared of
no, I
you.
know, but I have to get my notes up.
Oh.
Hi. Do you know what a Google is?
Yes,
it's a search engine.
Nope.
It's a
camera.
No, it's a weight. It's a weight off how much something weighs.
The weight of waffle.
No, off. It's a weight off what something
You
what
don't
it
have to
weighs.
panic and make stuff up. You can,
No, it
You can
is.
just say no.
It's a weight measurement.
Okay, so it's GOOGOL.
Oh, Google.
Google.
It's a weight off what it weighs. Is
No.
Is it a weight to weigh what it is?
Yes. It's the weight to weight what
yeah,
it
that's
is.
what I was saying.
No, it's a it's the number one
Yeah, times
with
a million.
100 zeros at the end.
So what's that? Like a million? Billions.
No, it's a Google.
It's a Google.
A million.
I thought we were
what,
talking about how much things weigh.
Forget weight. We're just talking numbers.
So we're not talking about weight.
No, we never were.
When
That
did it
was you-
stop being about weight?
Just before you mentioned
fine.
weight.
Yeah.
So it's a number
It's a number. So
bigger than a billion trillion squillion.
Well, a million is 6 zeros. A Google is 100 zeros at the end.
Is
I
anyone?
just think if you stopped talking, Marcus will tell us it all.
So I'm inquisitive. So I'm learning. Is anyone a Google Air in the world?
No, because really...
Not even Joff Bearshaw?
No. Because he's just a billion.
I don't know who
He's
that
just
is.
a billionaire like me.
Only billion.
He's a quintillion. This is a very, very big number, Robert. This
Oh.
is not the kind of thing... Like, there's not even this amount of galaxies.
So how does it exist? Oh, that's too
There's
deep.
not even
That's
there's
too
not even this
deep.
amount of sand.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have that amount of money in the world?
No, not even close.
Then
So,
why-
so
Why do we have it?
Let's get some scale of this number then.
okay,
right?
yes,
So-
yeah, please. James's insides wrap around the world 7 times.
Right, so it's 1 with 100 zeros, right?
Okay.
What I want Robert to do
Yes.
is go 1 0 0 0. James, I want you to count the amount of zeros Robert's done.
But Robert says things weird.
This is a Google. We probably won't get there because it's going to take ages.
Yeah.
but
I'll
let's see
get
how
to
far we
10,
can
I'll
get.
stumble.
Ready?
No.
2. Oh no.
Okay, ready? 1.
Wait, what am I doing?
Counting to
How many
zeros.
Zeros,
Okay.
okay.
So 1 0 0 0 0.
Say it out loud, James.
0 0 0
8,
0.
9, 10,
0
11,
0
12,
0
13,
0
14,
0
15,
0
16, 17, 18,
0
19,
0
20,
0
21,
0 0 0 0 0 0 0
30.
So hold on, we stop there. We've already got the scale of. We've only got to 30 zeros.
And
This
we've been
is the
going
number.
for like an hour.
We've been going, we had to cut that because
It's been 3 days. We're wasting away.
So the Google, the term was coined in 1920 by a 9-year-old boy.
Oh, so
Milton.
it's all made up.
His fault.
Oh, he was like, oh, I love Disney.
Technically, it is a made-up number. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
let's think of a really large number. What could
Yeah.
it be? This. He was a nephew of mathematician Edward Kastner,
That's why, isn't it?
who may have been inspired by the
little
contemporary comic strip called Barney Google.
The dinosaur?
What do you think a Googleplex is?
So if you think of like Olaplex, I guess it smooths out.
It binds all the zeros together
Yeah.
for a smoother finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silky finish in Google.
So it's a 1 with a Google zeros.
Wait, one second. This
these
is
numbers
too
don't need
much.
to exist.
This is like
There's no
this
use
is
for
when
them.
people are like, "Oh my god, have you ever thought about space never ending?" It's like, no, well, yeah,
All
but
the
now
time
I'm
at
thinking
night.
about Google.
Well,
this
we'll get to
9-year-old
space never
little
ending.
shit.
We'll get to that.
Making
here.
maths harder for everyone.
There isn't enough ink in all the pens in the world to write that many zeros.
because no one ever has to.
No one has to. Someone made it up.
So let's go back to the Google. It's more than all the hairs in the world. It's more than all the blades of grass and the grains of sand.
course.
James might write a poem about that later.
America.
It's even more than the number of atoms in the universe.
See, that makes me
Oh,
want to throw
that makes me
up.
sick. I don't believe that.
I don't believe. I
well-
think it's made it up.
'Cause there's
I
got
think
to
it's
be
made it
more.
up. There has to be the end point.
I feel like a Google has a finishing point, but I don't believe the universe does.
And here's the deal, right? Sorry, Marcus. This is
Sorry,
between me
I
and
know
James.
this is your show.
If it doesn't exist, then why does that number exist? The universe swallowed itself because of my discovery.
Well, actually, you're getting a bit far ahead, and it's making me a bit cross.
Sorry about that for you. Sorry
ruined the
about that. No,
episode
go
now.
ahead. No, go on. Please. I want you to-
Remember your points here.
Okay,
Because
I
we're going to
forgot.
get to this. When do you think?
Yes.
So here's a clue, first of all. We've missed our billionth second birthday.
Sorry,
Billion-
go ahead.
We've
Go ahead.
missed- so it's happened, and
We've
weren't there
been
for
alive
it.
for 1 billion seconds at one point in our lives so far.
Sure. Have we? I guess so.
Yes.
How many
Right.
seconds are in a billion?
How old do you
what?
have to be to alive for a billion?
Well, this is my question. When do you
Right.
think? How old do you think you were? When
Okay,
we,
I reckon
we
not.
turned 1 billion.
I think
seconds?
not as old as you might think.
Let's think about this. How many seconds are there in a day?
27.
25.
Wait, if there's 360 days a year. 17.
365 weeks in a day.
I think we were 25.
Okay,
17.
okay. James is closest. We were 31.7 years old. When we
I
turned.
wish I'd known.
I know. We had
Yeah.
had a birthday party each.
We should do it. We should have a joint one. Let's start planning now.
More questions. How many
Yeah.
insects do you think there are per human?
Oh god, I don't even want to believe.
Oh,
So
God,
if you think
think
about the
ants.
insides of you and how much, like hollow yourself out and how many insides can you fit
Ooh.
in, insects can you fit in? I reckon.
What's the question? How many
many
insects can
insects-
fit inside of you?
No.
No.
Oh,
What did you say?
I thought that's what you said.
No, per human on Earth, how many insects are there per human?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I.
technically, how many can fit inside?
So we don't need to hollow ourselves out. And
No, you
fit-
don't need to
okay.
hollow yourself out as a
So how? Okay, so
a human.
I reckon.
You, 30 million.
30 million.
I reckon like 3 billion.
Yeah, it's 1.7 billion insects.
Billion?
for each human. Yeah, there are approximately 11.2 quintillion insects on the planet.
What's that? 3
Which
times
is
a billion?
11 with 18 digits after, or 18 zeros.
Quintillion. I believe that.
I believe that.
What's your favourite one out of all of them?
What, insects?
Yeah.
Probably. What's that really cute one?
Bees.
You know, I hate moths and I hate butterflies, but there's a little furry moth that's pink.
Oh,
Anything furry is
yeah.
cute.
I love slugs. Is a slug an insect?
Yeah.
Slugs and
things are
snails.
horrible.
No. Okay, listen, go home, watch a snail eat. They are rabbits.
They are really
They look
cute.
exactly like
Yeah,
rabbits
yeah,
when
yeah.
they eat, don't you think?
Yeah. Bees and stick insects
Stinking
stinking
things.
things and dung beetles. I thought would be bigger parts of our lives because we
Yeah,
learned so
dung
much about them.
beetles,
at
I
yeah.
school.
We
know.
learned a lot about
I
them.
know.
Yeah.
We're so
For some
reason.
unfortunate.
I've not seen a single one ever. Other
So
than the ones we had at
unfortunate.
school.
So let's think about a pack of cards here. 52
Okay.
cards in a deck.
52.
So if I was to just shuffle
Mm.
and then shuffle again, do you think you could ever get the same row of cards, order of cards in a row
In your life?
in your life, say?
It would have to happen once, right? It's like
I-
the monkeys writing Shakespeare kind of theory type
Okay,
thing, right?
but think about that theory a minute because we are actually going to speak about that later.
Okay.
That theory refers to
It doesn't have a time frame.
infinity.
Do we have a time frame?
Yeah.
What,
That's
like
your
5
life.
minutes?
your life. What you
Oh.
remember earlier.
How many insects?
So
where?
if you hollow yourself out, put cards and
So
stuff.
let's just say this again. I've shuffled a pack of cards. We've looked at the order. Then I'm going to shuffle, and we're going to keep looking at the order for the rest of our lives. How many times do you think you'll get the exact combination of cards that we got the first time around
God.
in our lifetime again?
Once.
You think it will happen again?
No, I,
I
reckon
think it's
I
possible.
Yeah, I reckon like 2 times.
2 times.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is the problem because if I was to be asked that question, I think maybe like the first, like 30 or 40.
Yeah.
But actually, it's completely impossible.
No,
So-
I don't believe
Who's
that.
to say?
Who's to say? Who are they?
Who's
Who's
to say?
saying this?
Well, it's not completely impossible. It might happen, but the mathematical equation is 52 factorial or factorial. I don't quite know how to say it, but basically, what you got to do is think about it this way: the chances are 52 times 51, because that's the next set of combinations.
Wait, I've lost it
times
already.
50
Sorry.
times 49 times 48 times 47.
Oh, I see
Oh,
what
so
you're
imagine that all the
saying.
way down to
Yeah,
1.
I was trying to work it out, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna.
So the sum is 8 times 10 to the power of 67. So that's 80 unvingatillion.
Is that bigger than a Google now?
No. Basically an 8 with 67 zeros at the end.
Okay, so probably not then. It probably
What?
won't happen again.
I think we should make up a number because this kid's pissing me off.
Yeah, this kid's so fucking
You
annoying.
say- you make up your
my
nu-
number's
make
the
up a
biggest.
What was his name? Don't send him any hate, guys.
Please don't send him any hate this way.
Well, he died in 1981. That number of different card combinations is so big. If I was to shuffle a deck of cards now, that combination would never have been seen by anyone in the world ever.
I feel I could do it. I feel like I'm the one.
I
who
could do it. Yeah, I'll be the one.
We're not
I'll
going to
be
do that
fine.
now, but if you can do that at home and let us know.
Yeah,
it'd be
give me
really-
half an hour.
Yeah, give us a few minutes. We'll be back.
Well, if you think you can do it,
Yeah.
picture this.
Okay.
If we were to try and go through every possible combination, one deck-illion people would have to shuffle a card deck each once every millisecond
Oh,
for 2.5 septillion years.
that sounds too much like a social event. for
So
me.
that's 2, 5, 5, 7,
Sounds
6,
like you'd
5,
have to go to
3,
a hall to do
9,
this,
5,
yeah.
6, 4, 6, 0, 6, 7, 6, 0, 0, 7, 4, 7, 2, 7, 4, 9 years.
I'll be the one.
Yeah, you're still fine.
Yeah,
with
about
that.
2
I'm still
hours,
fine.
yeah.
I think I'm still good.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Let's go back to what we were talking about.
Yes, beginning is.
Is infinity a number?
No.
No.
So you were saying earlier about the monkey typewriters.
Monkey Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's you'd need infinity. If you had infinity monkeys with infinity typewriters, they'd eventually write the works of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
When they say that, do they mean one monkey is going to write the whole
Yeah,
of like
they say
that
a Midsummer Night's
Eventually,
Dream?
yeah, because
Eventually.
you've got
Not in one go, like over time.
the whole work of Shakespeare
The
in
whole-
one
in
go,
one go.
in order.
Like he'll be like number one, and then write a word for word
Chapter
every.
one,
yeah, because
I don't believe that would ever happen.
well, if in the concept of infinity is that will have to happen at one point because you have endless time.
I can't think about it.
It's very hard to think
That
about.
poor monkey.
No, it's a
So actually, my question to you is: when you picture infinity, what do you think of in your head?
this.
Not the symbol, like the concept. The concept.
Um, this?
A purple ball.
Like through, yeah, literally like purple,
Floating in
yeah,
black.
and then just doing like going
Going
over
like
there.
that over there.
Moving, you picture it moving.
Yeah, do you not picture infinity moving?
No, it's a pink ball and it's go, and it's in black. It's
What?
in
And you think
blackness.
infinity is in that pink ball?
I think
Or
I
it is
think I've
infinity?
humanized infinity.
Yeah.
and it's a
Yeah,
pink
I
ball.
would. I think infinity is a movement. It's a constant going on.
It's not just someone being like, "I'm infinity."
Yeah,
Well-
it's not like a ball, a living
It's
ball.
wearing a dress.
With a hat. So.
Yeah. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys.
So you're picturing that as something. But what? So what do you picture like the number 100 as? Just for
The number 100.
The number 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a coin.
So would you wouldn't say infinity is a number in itself?
No.
No, it's more of an idea.
Yeah.
Like a constructs.
So if it's a construct,
Yeah.
is it something that's possible?
No.
But you were
I
saying
guess
earlier
it
about the
explains
universe.
something that we don't really.
You were saying you thought the universe went on forever.
For an infinite.
Yeah. So you think that would just never end?
Yes. Or maybe loop back because the world's a matrix.
Time slip.
But we know that the universe is expanding.
Oh, is it still?
So what's it expanded into? If the universe is already infinite,
Yeah.
it should already be there.
Okay, so imagine The Sims.
Yeah.
And you have like your plot of land
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
But we just didn't know there was like another bit.
Oh,
Anyway, moving on.
yeah. What were we even saying?
Are we moving on or are we carrying
Oh, we're
on?
carrying on.
Anyway,
Carrying on.
carrying on from what
but
we just
also
said.
From what we just said, because it's been ages. So
Such a long time.
let's think about infinity. Can we only imagine infinity as human beings because we know what it's like to be finite? We know we're going to die. We know that everything around us doesn't survive infinity, right?
Yeah.
So we can grasp the idea of infinity because we know what the opposite is. But can we do the same because we are something? We are things, right? We are hollowed out human beings with ants in us.
Ants, bugs.
So can we actually visualize what it's like to not be something?
It's a yellow ball
Is that what is in your head?
in blackness.
So what? So nothingness
That's the
to you,
soul.
nothing, completely nothing, is
Yeah.
a yellow ball.
Nothingness to me still has stars.
Well, it can't
Yeah,
be nothing. It can't be
nothingness
nothing.
to me is literally just space.
Yeah, with
But
stars.
space
stars.
is something. Space is matter.
Oh, I'm sorry then. Nothingness doesn't
sorry?
exist because it's nothing.
Mr.
Is
Kellogg's.
that what you want to hear?
Yeah, kind of. It's not so much what I want to hear, but yeah, that's kind of right, isn't
yeah,
it?
I guess so.
Can nothing actually exist? We can only grasp nothingness as a concept because we know what something is. Just the same way we know what finite is. That's why we can grasp the concept of infinite.
Infinite.
Infinite. By nighttime, it's nighttime.
So, what is nothingness?
So it's something that ceased to exist.
It's a yellow ball.
Yellow ball.
So
just
then that goes
nothing,
back
innit?
into what you're saying. If a universe is infinite,
Yeah.
then nothingness can't exist because there's something everywhere.
Yeah, true.
But the universe is expanding.
Yeah.
So is it expanding into nothing? Can it even be? Because what is nothing?
It has to be pre-existing space, like you were saying. The Sims.
Yeah, there has
builds,
to be squares on the floor outside of it that you can click onto and
and
build
the
into.
universe is like, okay, we'll take out one more square.
So maybe nothing doesn't exist because there is something.
Well, this is it. So then I'm thinking, let's bring this around to infinity. Can infinity can't actually exist, but maybe infinity is
What we don't know yet.
finite things that go on forever or loop back on themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you picture a big, massive, long ruler, a long line that goes on infinitely, what if it was in a round circle? But because it was so big, you thought you were always going straight, but actually you're always looping back on yourself, but you never realise it.
That would be a hoop.
That would be a hoop. But
And
imagine
that's
a
how we're
really
going
big
to time travel.
one. Well.
No, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, thank you. What if this is all? What if time itself is that loop, and we're going to do this all over again?
Oh, I hope so.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Should we get a different tea, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, have another bubble tea.
Anyway, that's just a fun thing. So let's end on the.
I think that was fun. That was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, now my mind's like, I don't even belong here.
Yeah.
just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun.
Am I a ruler?
Am I an
is-
infinite hoop?
Well, this is the infinite rooms paradox. So let's assume there's a massive hotel.
Like the film The Cube. Oh.
No. But what you can call the hotel anything you like.
Oh,
Babblesley.
Badminton.
Babblesea on sea.
Babel
Yeah.
Sea on Sea, right? There's currently an infinite number of occupied rooms.
So everyone's in them.
So say it's just a normal hotel. There's 100 rooms. 100 people are in there,
Yeah.
right? And the rooms correspond to normal numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, Google.
9, 10. Google.
Yeah.
So, using common sense, one would conclude that since the hotel is completely occupied, no more guests can be accommodated.
Right, sure, yeah.
But here comes your twist with infinity, right? Infinity is unbounded, so no matter how big the number is, there's always a bigger number. There's always going to be.
Yeah.
So if you want a room here, because this is actually now the infinite hotel,
You can be like,
on
oh, yeah,
Bermondsey,
sure, yeah.
the manager will be able to sort it out for you. So if you were the manager now
Yeah.
of the infinite rooms at Bermondsey on
Yes.
Bermondsey Sea,
Yeah.
and you're also there,
I've always wanted to visit.
yeah, how would you sort out this problem?
I'll be like, hi, customer.
Yes.
Welcome to the hotel.
Thank you so much.
Did you want breakfast?
Good.
I haven't paid for that with my package.
It's on Sunshine Seasons Pass. You can pay. You can buy it for £20.
I'm okay.
That
thank
seems
you.
quite a lot,
Yeah,
actually.
so,
Yeah.
I
That
have
is, sorry,
a
that was a
sandwich.
lot. We have a voucher.
Okay, then yes, please.
You're entitled to a book voucher.
So,
Breakfast, sorry, not
okay.
breakfast.
Yeah, what you're trying to do. what you're trying to do.
I think we're a bit off topic.
You're now the manager of an infinite.
Ah,
rooms
okay, we have so
hotel.
many rooms.
James, how are you going to fit James into a room?
Sure. Have you been here before?
Yeah, no.
Is
it's the
there-
first
And Robert,
time.
don't forget you've currently got 100 guests. At the
Okay,
minute.
so it's kind of busy. So, okay, so
You don't need to tell the customer that. Actually, bad customer service.
yeah,
actually.
yeah, that's fine.
I just can't. I really want to go to my room.
Okay,
That's
well, you're going to be in room 26 billion.
Oh, so you're going to put James straight into room 26 billion.
that sounds quite far away.
Let me check my files.
Do you not have like room 101 or something?
That's taken up because it is a busy weekend.
But there's only 100 rooms.
Easter weekend.
But now,
No, this is an infinite hotel. We have
Oh,
infinite
okay.
rooms.
You,
But
you
when-
can have currently room 101 and 26 billion
Yes,
are
okay.
available.
there's many rooms.
what one faces the Penton Sea, wherever we're staying?
26 billion.
Oh, okay.
It's the
yeah,
only, it's
okay,
the
that
only
sounds
one.
nice.
Okay, let me check if that room is available. It is. Here you go. There's your key.
Thank you.
Have a stay.
How do I get there?
The lift will take you.
Okay, to what floor?
Wait, let me figure this out. It says room 26 billion. There's probably quite a few floors.
Probably quite a few.
There
yeah,
is
there's
probably
a few
26
rooms on each
billion.
one.
It's on the trillionth and one floor.
So you're going higher
So
than
higher than the billion.
the billion.
Do you have a map?
So it's going to be on. It's going to be on the 10th billionth floor.
Okay, and how do I get my book voucher?
At checkout, you have to
Check
stay
out.
here for.
All right, Robert.
okay.
What do you think? No, James. What do you think the problem is? Well,
I think he was just kind of rude. The customer service was lacking in a few areas.
Okay. Do you want to reverse roles?
Yeah.
Yeah, James, Robert's got the wrong conclusion here.
Okay.
I know it's a paradox. There's not a
Right.
right answer, but there's a
Okay.
much easier answer
Okay.
than that. Okay.
Okay, I've walked in. Hi.
Hey,
Ma-
you staying with us today?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your name, please?
Ramen.
And your last name?
Welsh.
Okay, thank you so much. We have your keys for you here. You're staying in the 101th room.
101.
Yeah? Is that right?
Okay.
And
Is this a test? I thought we were just
breakfast is
having a time.
included.
No, it's a test.
Any issues, let me know. And your bags have already been taken out.
I did stay in a hotel where they gave us a book voucher previously. Is there something you offer here?
We stopped doing that because they went bankrupt and the business model wasn't very
I
good.
see. And how would I get to my room?
Take the lift to the 101st floor, and you'll be room 101.0.
So room 101 is on the 101th floor. So
yeah, but
every
you're
room
but
is
you're
on its own floor.
101.0.
Every room is
so
on
then
its
there'll be
own
like
floor.
101.1, 101.2.
Okay, so firstly, really good customer
Thank you so
service,
much.
actually. It's
I think it was
a
normal. I
drastic
think it was
improvement.
normal and made me feel uncomfortable.
The problem is with what you're doing, James. So now
What's the problem?
a busload of 20,000 people have arrived.
Okay.
And now you've got to put them in 102, 103, 104.
That's just how we do
105.
business. That's just how the historic hotel is built.
So what the actual answer is, I don't quite understand why, is that the hotel manager will move the person in room 1 to room 2.
That's ridiculous.
And move room 2 to room 3.
Wait, but why would that happen?
Because although it's infinite, you can't make up infinity yourself. Say 26 billion people have arrived, you can't just make up the numbers as they get bigger,
Right.
because it's
Yeah.
infinity.
Okay.
Sure.
So you don't know what that's going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
all you know is that you've got room 1, basically.
Imagine you're in a hotel room, you've been there for 2 days and you're staying for a few
Yeah,
days.
sorry, 26 billion
You're gonna have
people
to
have
move.
been-
Someone's just checked in.
We're going to have to move you up 26 billion
Yeah.
rooms.
Yes.
And you'll be like, I'm just trying to be here with my kids and wife.
But there's no, let me read it from here rather than just making stuff up. There's no last room, but there's always exists the next room, if you see what I mean. 'cause it's
Yeah.
infinite room.
So everyone get yourself and move to the
Move
left.
to the next room.
I
Yeah.
just feel like
Yeah,
somebody
one, two,
who worked in customer service wasn't involved in this
I think that too.
calculation.
Yes. To put
And
it
that's where
simply,
science is wrong.
but this is the reason it's a paradox. So the reason we can argue this, because the paradox lies in the contradiction of statements that the hotel is fully occupied and there's still room for every
Fully
guest.
occupied.
Fully occupied.
Oh, sorry.
Because because it's it's the
'cause it's
infinite
a hotel.
hotels, but there's only 100 rooms.
Yeah.
But actually, there's an infinity rooms, and we're fully occupied. But you actually can stay here because there's infinity rooms. We just have to shift
Just have to
everyone
make sure
over.
that everyone. That's crazy to me.
It certainly would be a blessing to find this infinite hotel when you really need to find a room for an urgent and last minute business meeting. Am I right?
Did you write that? Or was that a joke?
No, this is from the website. I don't quite understand this.
No, I think that's. I think it's
You know what,
incorrect.
actually?
I actually
Oh.
really. I disagree with the whole thing.
Infinity stems from the fact we always want more out of everything. Like we want to live longer or know about everything.
Consumerism.
But really, you can break down an atom to a certain point. So
Yeah,
there's
you
no,
can, right?
there's no infinity in our world that we know
Are
of.
aware
There's no
of.
infinity in the universe that we're aware
we have
Yeah.
no example.
We have no example. But if you can think of a good example of infinity and how
like,
it works.
like the bracelets that go around constantly. The bracelets.
yeah.
They weld onto the
If you
arm.
have a better example of infinity, we'd like to hear it.
So something like.
But that's it. That was a more of a thoughtful one rather than
Yeah,
writing poetry.
Yeah, I don't understand a lot.
No, that really confused me.
And what I've come away from this knowing is that infinity does exist. And there's a lot of great hotels out there waiting to be explored.
If you're looking for a bargain,
Yeah.
go and stay at the Brunston Puncy.
Brunston
Fancy,
Fancy.
where you get a book voucher.
You'll definitely be in room 1 for a
Yeah.
while. And unfortunately, you'll be moved onwards. If anyone can explain that a bit better than I did, because I've read it many, many times and still can't quite even understand why it's a thing.
No, I
Because
don't.
it doesn't make me think of infinity too
No.
critically at all. But yeah, it would be nice to have someone
See,
cleverer.
if somebody was like, "Listen, we're in space, and you're like the head of space,"
Yeah.
and they're like, so whenever someone dies, they just go to space, and then you would be like, "Welcome to space." Where am I going to put you? Oh, we'll open another piece of space.
Yeah.
and that keeps going on forever and ever.
But
That's
now you're
infinity.
saying that space is infinite.
Yes, is that? Well, did we not come to that conclusion?
Well, we came to the opposite conclusion.
One piece of space.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Well, I don't think we came to any conclusion, really.
I don't think we did. I think we're just more confused. But I get
looked
the
at the
two
facts.
different sides, I guess.
Yeah.
Pro space.
Pro space.
Against
And-
space.
A lot of the space will be taken up by people who have purchased a star.
Yeah, bits
that's
of
true.
the moon.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
actually.
I guess we can't go with that.
I guess this whole episode.
Yeah.
there's
It's
just
in- it's
so much more
infinite.
to it. Yeah.
Well, we could carry on. Let's try and carry on forever.
Let's try and carry on to a Google.
Thank you for Googling
Yeah.
and joining, and we'll be back next month, maybe, or hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll try really, really hard, actually. It definitely won't be 3 years.
Yeah.
No, we'll be back when we have picked the same cards out at the same time we
Oh, yeah.
did.
Okay, so
twice.
it shouldn't be
Twice
long at all.
over.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.